Now these students are saying they need a bailout and so forth, stop the cuts. And I'm saying like these students are spoiled, they grow up spoiled from elementary school, they spoil them, they train them up real bad. So now that they're old, they come with all kind of fictitious kind of trivial ideas. Now many of them were opposed to the bailout of the big companies. And I agree with President Obama because in bailing them out, and it wasn't necessarily a bailout, it was giving them a loan. And so the commanding heights of the economy, you have to massage it and nourish it because they pay big tax, they employ so many people, they avoid you having to import those products they make. It's impossible to think that, a concerned citizen would like to see any of these companies sort of fall apart. And at that point, it was a difficult time, and and so forth. And they needed help, and to stand by and say, "Oh, we see who's strong here," and pull themselves up by the bootstrap. No, you can't do that because they were in a bad situation, and all of them might have failed. So most of them have paid back the money, and also they pay taxes. They have employment going. They're investing. They're adding to our GDP. Now, these students here that now want a bailout, they had a bailout because this is why they're in the situation they're in. They got loans because when they left high school, they say, I need some help. I need to be bailed out. I need to go to college. I don't have no money. My parents don't have no money. Hey, I don't think the parents don't have no money. Some of these people here, the parents realize that they're a waste of time and they won't put the money in them. You see what I'm saying? But so you better go to government and get some money because I know you're just an idiot. You're just gonna waste my money. No, not my money. My money's for my pension and for me to have fun when I'm old. That's what the parents will say. So you know what? I think some of these people don't qualify for no loans. If the parents don't want to help them, that's a sign. Don't try helping them because some reason why the parents are helping them. A lot of the parents have the resources. You better go and get a loan because they want work, they want help out at home. They're not, interested in school. They're going to school, choose some school where it's a bunch of partying, a bunch of drugging and drinking and smoking and sex. Nothing but school. So when they graduate now, they don't have no skills or don't have no education and talk about, oh, this money I can't pay back. I need a bailout. No, you shouldn't have a bailout. Pay the money, right? Because you had a bailout already. Because the bailout really, the president used a term that is, he should have used loans. We will loan these people to success. And they've had the loans. Some of them, they got a trick what they do. They sell the books as soon as the semester's finished. And sometimes they register a whole bunch of courses and buy a whole bunch of books. And then in the term, they just, get rid of the courses and get rid of the books and take that and put in the pocket. See what I'm saying? So they come with all kind of scams to have money to party and have fun on campus. Just pay the loan, man. Things are bad. Tell them that you can't afford it now, and when things improve, you're gonna pay the money. But to say I'm gonna write it off, I won't support that. Pay it, man, because you see, education is not what it had been in the past. People got an education. They were committed to serving the community. All it's about now is like, shucks, I get a six-figure job. I can move up in that gated community over there, buy me a nice Mercedes-Benz, get me a nice girl, and I gotta just fawn on the poor folks over there. Some of them feel that they're better than you, and then study nothing. It's like many of them now have to go to India to learn the real deal. What you did in school, they fall into this thing where, oh, you don't have to know anything, you just know where to find it, and they like that. So employing them, you're putting your business at risk. Now I hope that this is just a minority of them, and the rest of them are good. So bottom line is that you got your bailout ready, you got a loan. You need to pay back your loan. Okay, just like how these corporations have paid back, because in giving them a bailout, what do you think in terms of they don't have to pay the money? And that's not what's happening in real terms. Saying, we have the business, but you can't help us. Listen, some of them have a degree in economics and still they're talking like that. A business and government are different from a citizen. Okay? I have a certain limited income, and my health and other things will prevent me from working every day for the whole day. So if I gonna get myself into a big scrape and it's beyond what my disposable income is, I'm looking for problems. On the other hand, with a business can get a big loan. They can come with all kind of way, debt to assets and to revenue and all this kind of trash. But if the guy is like these companies like GM and Ford and Chrysler and so forth, they could work 24/7, and the products are in demand overseas and here, and so the more they work, the more money they make, and they could pay back the same loan because the loan is not going to increase because of the amount of work they're putting in. Okay, same thing with the government. The government is different because Schwarzenegger was saying that, oh, we could balance our books at home, so the government should do the same. No, government is different, right? Government could tell you, you know what, we're raising your taxes, okay, and you have no choice. You got to pay the taxes. They could say, we're cutting back on this and cutting back on that. You can't do nothing about it. So they could find ways to be able to accomplish what they consider the priorities. So cut back here and raise tax over there, and they have the money to do what they need to do. So that not because businesses work, so and their parlance was bailout, that you should come and bail out citizens and students, because I mean, like, that fund that they have, it's a special thing, and when they get bailed out, they forgive them. What about the generation that's coming up? They always like to talk about, oh, we put in the future generations in jeopardy because of this debt the government is generating. Well, look what these guys are doing now. And then they won't try to be politicians later and tell the same story again with the government. Whereas, if they don't pay back the money, well, the government get more money now to lend other deserving students who are going to pay back the money. I've never gotten no loan to pay finance my education. I worked. I mean, my grades suffered. I worked hard, and I got through. So I don't want nobody. I mean, until I came up here, and it's different, and the guy gave me some credit, but people have obstructed my ability to get work and so forth and so on. But no bailout for these students.